What's good? What's popping? How's everybody doing? How is your day, evening, night, wherever you watching this, whenever time you watch this? Because I'm in the nighttime and y'all probably in the morning time. Oh,
I'm like, what
what?
happened?
Hello, yes. What's up, everybody? I don't know what happened just now, y'all. The Riverside just jumped me out for some reason. I went back in. So I'm here. It's me, your homie, your whoever you want to call me. It's your girl, Reverend the Fresh King, and welcome to Powerful Movement Podcast. Now, as you can see on the screen, there is a guest pop up on my screen. Yes, I want now. Don't worry. I'm gonna let you. You already know who it is. If you've been watching the interviews from quite some time, you already know. But if for the people who don't know, um, I'm gonna let my guest speak. But before I do, she is an author. She's an advocate. Ooh, so uh, welcome, Penny Morgan. What's up, girl?
Hey, how are you? How's
Yeah,
everybody doing? Glad to be
yeah.
here. I'm going to start off with a prayer because
Sure,
today
go
is my
ahead.
husband's birthday.
All right. Happy
You know,
birthday.
I always have something going on.
Nice,
Always.
nice.
So, February 27th. Now, faith
Mhm.
is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen.
Mhm.
Human faith lives between two extremes. Lord, am I echoing or is it me?
Mm-mm. No, it's not me. I
Oh,
think it's a noise. I think that
oh.
yeah, it's
It's
all right.
neither completely blind nor able to see everything. It has plenty of evidence when it steps out and trusts you, but it takes each step with a good many questions still unanswered. It's really quite an adventure, this life of faith. And Lord, I must confess that experiencing your faithfulness over time makes it easier and easier to trust in you with the unknown life that we are living today. Thank you for your unshakable devotion. Faith is by nature purposeful and present and hopeful. The only lasting help is the help that comes from the Lord. That's it.
Nice. Now, what my Bible scholars, y'all already know what verses. I know y'all going to say, "Oh, I know that verse." Yeah, it is Hebrews 11 verses 1. Yes. How I know? I've I've been in Sunday school and I grew up with they telling me that Hebrews 11 verses 1 where it said oh, and that's the other version too. And the version that I know faith is the evidence of things not seen.
And I got
Yes.
another one for you. I know you know this one. I lift up my eyes to the hills from
Ooh.
where for where
What?
I lift up. Are you gonna let me finish?
Yeah, go
All the
ahead.
lights that you're in. I lift up. I guess we're doing something good.
Yeah.
I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come? My
Mm.
help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Psalms.
27. If y'all guess it, yes. I know y'all say, oh, Psalms 27. I know y'all gonna say, y'all in the comments say, Psalms 27. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you
Yes,
got it.
guys. Woo.
You got it.
I love that verse, y'all, for real.
Yeah, me
Cause
too.
and I grew up same thing here in Sunday school. They did tell me that too. That verses, and I don't know how I memorize it, but I just start reading it and then poof, I memorize. I don't know how I memorize it, to be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out
That's a
how the
good
hell.
thing. It can't be
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It will
So
take you through the toughest times, baby. When you
Mm-hmm.
going through a tough time, start saying
Oh
the
yeah.
songs, and
Oh
it
yeah.
will just ease your body, ease your mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
very true. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. So guys, yes. Y'all y'all is if y'all watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, because this is if you're on the YouTube side, y'all probably seen this because Riverside goes straight through YouTube. So yeah. So I'm gonna ask my guests some questions. Are you ready? Are you
Yeah,
ready? Yeah.
I'm just trying to go
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
live, but I'm ready.
Nice. So let's get ready to rumble. I didn't do that. That just came out of nowhere. That just came in
I
my head for
am.
some
You
reason.
watch too much wrestling. Go on with yourself.
Yeah. That just came out of nowhere.
Watch too much wrestling.
Yes, I do watch wrestling, guys. Yes.
I see.
Yeah, I did watch wrestling with like WrestleMania. I know people gonna say, yeah, if y'all know John Cena, The Undertaker, you already know.
Right.
That just came out of nowhere. That look at that like,
It's okay.
yeah,
It's okay. No
yeah,
problem.
we're doing something right though. That's what it is.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, eh, is it
Hold
live?
on, let me fix it.
Oh,
Wait,
I
we
mean, yo,
got
you,
too much. That's
yeah, yes,
it.
guys. So while she's getting that done, I guess what? Ooh, look at it is
Oh,
party, party, party.
I'm
Let's
telling you.
party, party, party.
You
Guys,
know what
yes,
I think
guys.
it is? I think a bulb is going bad. But that's okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how the devil works, you know?
yeah.
But we gonna rebuke it.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen. Hallelujah. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
guys.
ready.
All right. So, first question is if for Morgan, I would say Penny Morgan,
Mhm.
uh, Missy, if your daughter stepped on broken glass while trying to flee, where did this glass come from, and could it have been caused by gunfire or another violent incident that the police are refusing to acknowledge?
So what happened was because if people have no idea, like, so that's for the people who know exactly what happened, and for the people who don't know, they're gonna be like, "What is she talking about?" So my
Mhm,
daughter got injured, August the 7th, celebrating Jamaican independence, and the police are saying that she didn't get shot, she didn't this, she didn't that, she stepped on a piece of glass, but at the same time the lawyers are saying it doesn't matter, she's a victim.
mhm,
So
mhm,
whether it ricocheted off the floor, she slipped and fell, once it happened in the building, in the
mhm,
establishment, she's a victim. Hi Samantha, how
mhm,
are you? She's a victim. So,
mhm,
in order to prove that, they would have to go and look at the cameras and speak to the other
mhm,
people that were there,
mhm,
um, the hospital reports, and gather
mhm.
information,
Right.
which they're not doing that. So
Mhm,
the case is basically they're not doing anything. So it just happened and that's it. They move on to the next one, the next one, the next one. But
mhm,
I'm not giving up. I'm advocating for my daughter,
mhm.
because I'm mom.
Yeah,
Understand?
you know,
So
mom first. Hey, never give up.
never.
Yeah, never, never. Yeah. So, second question, número dos. If
Mm,
Where are my Spanish speakers at? So if you know where I'm talking, dos means two. You already know.
right.
Now, number two, why is the use of AK-47 being denied by the police, despite multiple witness accounts starting otherwise? Is there a reason why law enforcement is avoiding, like mentioning the type of weapon used in this incident?
Right. So what happens is the security guard at Lallo's restaurant saw the man with the rifle.
Mm,
And the Lauderhill Police Department is trying to sweep it underneath the rug because they don't want people to know exactly what happened.
mm,
So they are trying their hardest to silence me and my family, and that's not right. Because as a
mm,
victim, you are supposed to speak out,
right.
elevate your voice,
Mm,
engage the community, have an
mm,
effect on it, and make change.
right.
So you can't do that if you're silent, because nobody's
Okay.
going to know what you're thinking. You have to open your
Mm,
mouth and say, listen, this is what happened to
mhm,
me. This is what I would like to get done. This is what I want to see in my
mhm,
community. And this is why
mhm,
we're made up of a world of people.
mhm,
But the police are not doing that. Every
mhm,
time I call, they're giving me a fight. Like, I'm the
mhm.
criminal. So the
Oh,
criminal's walking free and I'm locked in. It doesn't make any sense.
mm,
Excuse me.
wow. Oh, wow. Y'all heard that? Speak up. Word is speak up. I'm glad you, it says speak up. There's a song called, by this girl group. I think y'all know who it is. Little Mix. This girl group did a song with Nicki Minaj, where that song says "Little Me." The one who worked with Nicki Minaj and other artists. Yeah, there's a song called "Speak Up," and wow, that's true. You need to speak up, guys. So if you're going through the same situation, speak up. All right. So why is your daughter's sworn statement being used to downplay the severity of the situation rather than recognizing that she was injured while fleeing in a dangerous environment?
So what happens is we had to hire a lawyer for my daughter. When we hired
Mm,
the lawyer for my daughter, they had to go down to Lauderhill Police Department, and
mm,
she had to give a sworn statement on tape,
mhm,
that she did not know the shooter.
mm,
So the detective tried to make it seem like she was withholding something, which doesn't make any sense, because the
mm,
person tried to rob somebody in the parking lot and ran inside Lalo's restaurant.
mm.
So she was an innocent person along with the other three people that got hurt. But the police
Wow.
department is painting some picture that we just don't. The family just not understanding why they giving us such a hard time. My daughter's only 19
Mm,
years old.
mm,
She's not a big woman, hardback. You know what I mean? She's only 19.
right.
Like,
Mhm,
give her a break.
mm,
So that's why I'm not gonna stop. Gun violence is just too rampant. It's too
mhm,
real, and Florida is known for um, having the highest gun guns in the state, because
mhm.
everybody now has one or
Mm,
two or three,
wow.
legal
Mm,
and unlegal.
oh,
So we just have to stay prayed up and value who we are, because it's
yeah,
real serious out here.
yeah. Wow. Because about gun violence, this is I'm gonna and I want to say this. I like gun violence. We need to take the gun out of people who shouldn't have guns
Hold on.
because they shouldn't. Yeah, they shouldn't be having those guns because it's not good to for the wrong person to have guns. And the thing is, you have to have a license.
Right.
They need to um review that thing, make a review. They need to have a meeting and say that gun like taking up a gun is not an answer. So we as a community have to make sure we take the gun out of the streets and put it in the rightful person's hands, not people who should not have guns, because we're trying to make the world a better place without the people who should not have guns, and the people who need a gun are in the wrong place. I thought I'm in an echo, but okay, thought I heard it. So as I said, there's too many people who should not have guns. That's all I gotta say. So anybody, if you are going through the same situation, and this is me telling you, make sure to let talk to your community so they can have a meeting so they can stop this gun violence. All right, that's all I want to say. And if you have any questions, comments you want to add, drop it in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this subject, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also make sure if you have anything that's burning in your mind, and even if somebody's going through it, if somebody who you know is going through it, like drop in the comments below, say my friend is going through such and such. And yeah, all right, so let's get back to
Very
get
important.
into the topic. Yeah,
Very
very
important.
important, very important. So the next question is, how can the police say there is no evidence of gunfire when your daughter and others were injured during the chaotic evacuation of the area? If there was no shooting, what caused the mass panic?
Very good question. So
Mm,
if you're ever been in a party or a park or anything and
mhm,
somebody starts shooting or a fight breaks out and people just start running, your
mhm,
your mind is going to tell you to fight or flight to get out of there. That's common sense. You're not just gonna stand there because if you see people coming towards you, you're not just gonna stand there so to get hit down. You're gonna run too, right?
right, right,
So it
right.
had to be something that caused her to run with everybody else.
Mm,
The police department is making it seem that my daughter just took up her bag and kindly just walked out of Lallo's restaurant
mm,
and then got hurt. That makes no
mm,
sense.
yeah, right.
So I don't know what it is and I don't know why. Um, but the more that I advocate, the more that I hand out flyers, the more that I talk to people, the more that I post, the more that I come on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it doesn't matter. It just
Mm,
sits still. Like, where's the change? So
mm,
coming on Facebook, coming on Instagram, coming on TikTok, what's the effect of it if we
mm,
sit and do nothing?
right.
So
Mm,
you have to think in your mind, where we going? How we helping one another? Where we
mm,
this life is going to end abruptly if we do not stop and try
right.
to help somebody
Mm,
else because you're not immune to anything. Nothing at all.
right.
Things are happening to people every single
Mm,
day.
yeah.
It might not be my house today, but it might be her house tomorrow, or it might be my
Mm,
neighbor's house the next day. But
mm,
somewhere down the line, something is going to happen to each and
mm,
every one of us. It doesn't matter. It
mm,
could be a parking ticket, it could be a traffic ticket, it could be immigration, it could be deportation, it could be food stamps, it could be Medicaid, it could be child support, it could be health, it could be I could be on here till tomorrow telling you the amount of things from A through Z that's going to affect us.
mm,
So we have to start thinking wisely and understanding we are the joy to our world.
mm. Sure.
So if you believe in God, just wait on Him and He will show you in perfect timing what He can do.
Right. That's so right. You heard that message? So the so the next question is I want to ask is, why has the Crime Stoppers poster about this case not being released? And is the police department intentionally withholding information from the public?
So there is a $10,000 reward for anybody that can help us to get the shooter off the street. He is armed. He is dangerous. He is waiting in somebody's parking lot or whatever for his next victim. And he is not afraid to fire. So the police department rather keep it a secret or not talk about it, not to alarm the community and the public. But that doesn't make any sense. Because if you don't know about what's happening around you, how could you be on guard or even try to protect yourself? Suppose he runs up on you, you're not going to know what to do.
Yeah.
But if I tell you, listen, when you go into Walmart or when you go into Target or when you go into Publix, look around and be very, very aware of your surrounding.
That's true. That is so
So
true.
you have to understand that the devil's in every corner.
Mm-hmm.
Not because you're home, you're safe. Sometimes you're home and you ain't even safe.
Mm. That's true.
When you get in your car, you have to stay prayed up.
Yeah.
Anywhere, it doesn't matter. If you go to church, you're going to work, you have to tell Father God, thank you for getting me there and getting me back.
Mm.
Because God, God is the greatest of all mankind.
You know it. You know it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, God is great, honey.
He is. That is good.
Yep,
No.
God is the greatest. All right, all right. God is the
Yeah.
greatest.
Yeah. He's the greatest. Yeah. So why is the use of an AK-47 being denied by the police despite multiple witness accounts stating otherwise? And is there a reason why law enforcement is avoiding mentioning the type of weapon being used in the incident?
Is that a joke? So you want the um I can't pronounce Kayla. Kayla said to tell you happy birthday. Thank you so much. He said thank you. So you want Lauderdale Police Department, right? Let me understand the question. Lauderdale Police Department to come out and actually say the rifle that was used that night, you know what that would do? They're not gonna do that. That's why I'm doing it. I'm I'm the only one thing. I'm the only one that is not in fear to lose my life for my daughter. Like I told the shooter, you could come and you could talk to me or we could have it out or whatever you want to do. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
letting you know that I don't fear you. The only person I fear is God.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think for 1 minute that you are gonna harm anybody in my family, husband, daughter, my 4 grandkids, and get away with it, oh baby, that's never gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure every night that you go to sleep and you close your eyes, you see me. Yeah. And you see my daughter until you turn yourself in and set your mind, body, and spirit free. So if the shooter wants to keep walking and hiding and wondering if they're going to catch up to him, they will.
Mhm.
The thing that I know, hey, hold on. Whew. One second.
Mhm.
Can't
Yeah.
take that smell.
Yes, guys.
The, the one thing that I know is that, pass that for me. The one thing that I know, it's on the table, the Amazon. The one thing that I know is that the shooter always returns back to wherever they. So what I want to say is they always come back to wherever the incident happened. I don't know why it is, but they do.
Mm.
They always have on either the same um, sneakers or they have the same car. Um, it's something that they forget to change.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And there's another thing. There's something called fingerprints.
Mhm.
So they had to touch something. I don't know what it is, but they had to touch something
Mm.
if the case was really being investigated properly.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah.
So wow. So the next question I want to ask is like why is your daughter's sworn statement being used to downplay the severity of this situation rather than recognizing that she was injured while fleeing in a dangerous environment?
Well, what happened is the victim's crime board is requesting the police report. The detective is refusing to put her on the police report and list her as a victim. He's saying that she's not a victim, but her car is.
Mm. Wow. Mm-mm. So your next question is how can the police say there is no evidence of gunfire when your daughter and others were injured during a chaotic evacuation of the area? If there was no shooting, what caused the mass panic?
There was. I mean, that's just four people got hurt. And the
Mm,
security guard said that he saw a man with a ski mask, 5'8", black, medium built, displayed a rifle, and
mm,
then drove off in a white Mercedes sedan or something like that. So he went to rob somebody in a high end car. Like, I mean,
uh,
come on.
mm, wow.
If the police would do their job, then the shooter would be off the street.
Hmm. Yeah. So the next question is why has the Crime Stopper poster about the case have been released? Is the police department intentionally withholding information? Why do I feel like I'm reading this twice?
So what happened is the Crime Stopper poster is there, but they're not sharing it. I'm the only one
Mm,
that's sharing it. My family's the
mm,
only one that's sharing it. Why they're not sharing it? Because they don't really care anything about the case. So
mm,
that's just simple. They like they said they have shootings every day, so they're numb to it.
mm,
So basically, they're basically saying that my daughter doesn't matter. What about
mm,
her? Laura Hill is basically saying, what about her? Like, is
mm,
that the right way to go about anybody's
mm,
case? Not only my daughter's case, but anybody's case.
mm. Wow.
So
Right.
it's only me until I get some form of help.
Wow. So, um, The next question is, what does it mean, like the Lauderhill Police Department is protecting Lallo's restaurant rather than properly classifying the crime and investigating thoroughly?
Oh, money. The man
Mm,
who owns Lallo's, I think, has property in Lauderhill Mall.
mm,
So it's not about humans and the incident would happen. It's all about money and politics. So
mm,
I can't step on his toes because then I'm not going to get the money I need, possibly to run for election, or he knows my sister, my cousin. So then politics start kicking in, stepping in. So
mm,
little people like me don't have a chance.
mm, mm. Oh wow. So why is your daughter only listed as the victim of a property crime when she suffered a serious physical injury? Shouldn't all the bodily harm be considered in the classification of the crime?
Correct. So my daughter running away when the shots was fired injured her foot. She had like 20 something staples, and the detective all of a sudden now says that she's not a victim, but her car is. So her
Mm,
car got damaged. So he's bypassing my daughter and then looking towards the car, which makes no sense.
yeah, because the car is not human.
Right.
Yeah. Mm, wow. So the next question I want to ask is, if your daughter had to leave the area due to the crowd running into fear, why is that fear not being considered as evidence or of gunfire or violence? And what caused the crowd to run?
So what caused the crowd to run? Because the shots were being fired and they needed to get out. So people got hurt, falling down over each other, being sandwiched into the fence, not knowing what exit to go out of. It was too much going on. The darkness,
Mm,
not knowing that if they were running in to the shooter, they just running. Nobody giving any direction whatsoever. Um,
mm,
so that's what happened.
mm. Wow. So if your daughter stepped on broken glass while trying to flee, where did this glass come from? Like, could it have been caused by gunfire or another violent incident that the police are refusing to acknowledge?
So what happened was they could have knocked the glass over in Lallo's, and she possibly stepped on it, and not seeing it because she's trying to run for her life. So that's
Mm,
very possible. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I do know when we went to the hospital, there was blood spewing all over the place until the
mm,
point where the nurses and the doctors was cleaning up off the floor. That's
mm.
how bad of a cut it was.
Wow.
Very severe.
Mm. Hope she's okay though.
It's okay.
Mm, so why is the use of an AK-47 being denied by the police despite multiple witnesses stating otherwise? Is there a reason why law enforcement is avoiding mentioning the type of weapon used in an incident?
Right. So they're not gonna ever tell you that
Mm,
because that's gonna open a can of worms for them that they don't want to deal with it. So once police get to a certain level and they see that it starts to get technical and like revealing certain things, they rather not say and sweep it underneath the rug. So this is one of the cases that's
mm,
extreme because of Stoneman Douglas. So they don't want this to get out to the public
mm.
because people will
Wow.
start to ask questions: who, what, where, why, how, and they don't want that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. So now you've heard the mother of the victim. Now I hope you guys take heed to hear exactly how the mother is feeling. So I want you guys um to take a moment of a quick silence to because for a minute, and then I'm gonna continue what I have to say. Just a quick silence. Let's say about like at least about less than 5 minutes for a second. So starting now. All right. So yeah. So that's so now the reason why I did that for a reason is because I have heard so many things going on in this world, in the society, because I've seen like people are 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 passing out for weird reasons, for wrong reasons, and for you know um like accidents that are doing this, anything that these were guns. So we have to, so here's what I will be doing. I'm gonna be thinking about like putting together something special. I'm gonna be able to do something special for the communities, for people who have been through um lost someone due to gun violence. I'm gonna do something for you guys. I will give you more details. I will give you more details. I guess after as we're going to see, because I want to help people who have lost loved ones in due to gun violence, and I'm gonna do something especially for you guys. So make sure, if you to make sure that to like this episode, and make sure to comment comment the person who you lost, and just share it in the comments, and let's build a community. And
Maybe we could
also,
have like a
yeah.
maybe a National Crimes Victims Week.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, ma'am. And maybe we could have like a survival story series. So not
Mm,
only me, but eventually
mm,
we can have other people, invite them, and they can share
mm,
their story. Because I
mm,
always tell people at the end of the day, treasure your family and friends, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, you're going to need one of them, even if not all of them. Somebody's gonna
mm,
come into your life and be like, okay, like you just said, we need to come together. So whether it be poetry in a pocket day, whether it be a candlelight visual, excuse me, whether it be maybe a balloon, a send off, maybe it can be like a picture of a loved one and say, okay, I lost this person March 10th. And who was that? That was my mom. She's a survivor of cancer. She was a cancer survivor. So you don't have to put like a whole paragraph, or maybe you could just have people send you pictures of them and ask them what did they survive, and if they knew somebody of gun violence, and who was it. So you can, you know what I mean.
yeah. Mm,
So
mm,
at the end of the day, we all have to unify. So today, if you don't have it, maybe I'll have it tomorrow. You
mm,
understand?
right. Yeah. As and
So
as you were
yeah, I
talking.
mean, like, because what I really want to do, actually, I really, really, really want to do, I want to have people like have a certain page, a community page, and
Mm,
within the community page, I could have them send in like what they're going through for that day or for that week, and then we could
mm,
all try to inspire and help them and motivate them. Try to
mm,
simplify their life, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So you won't feel like the whole pressure is on your head, weighing you
Mm,
down like a bolt. Because you might need somebody to talk to who's neutral, just to say, hey, it's going to be okay. I know you don't have any money for the water bill, but let me see if I have $20 to help you. I know you don't have any gas money, but let me see if I have, $10 to help you as a
mm,
community. I don't mean like somebody Monday, Tuesday, like, hey, I need 10, I need 20,
mm,
like, not like that. No way.
mm,
But you get what I'm trying to get at. Maybe
yeah.
we can have goals. Like by the end of this year, what's one of your goals that you want to accomplish? And let's try to all work together to try to help you. So when I was a survivor, advocate, I mean, I retired, but when I was an advocate, I always gave a 3 month goal. 3 month goal. So that meant January, February, March. So at the end of March, you would report back to me or some of my survivors, and we would check in, not every day because we all have lives, right? So we would check in and say, hey, how far did you reach, or what do you need help, or what's the blockage? And one person would be like, you know what, I need certain copies, no problem. Staples, boom, I got you. Email it to me. Or I'm having a problem writing this paragraph, no problem. So then we would try to figure out, okay, I need artwork. So we would just try to figure out how we could help each other with different things going on. And suggestions is always warranted. So if you're looking for an apartment, then we can say, okay, try Craigslist. Try if you want to sell something, okay, try Marketplace. If you're looking for a job, I can say, okay, look up job fairs, Broward Health Hospital, and we would all try to come together to see how we can help each other. Because let me tell you something. You in this world today trying to do it by yourself, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because you're always gonna need somebody who's more advanced and experienced and has gone through it to help you. You understand? So I'm at a certain age where I can help the young people. Nobody talks about the young adults. Everybody's talking about me, 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 me. But what about the young adults coming up? They feel like they have no support. So once they graduate high school, they're just pushed out into this cold world and they're like this because nobody really sat down with them and told them, listen, high school is like your safe haven.
Right.
Once you leave high school and you go into college, that's a whole different ball game. Because if you think the professor for 1 minute is going to call your mommy and your daddy or your uncle, your cousin, and say, hey, Penny's late to class today. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? You're going to fail a class. You're going to wind up paying for it. And then most likely you're going to have to repeat it. And that's just going to set you back. So that's what I mean by like, it's really good what you said. And I think it can work. I really think it can work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. And while you were talking, I just realized something, and I know my people is going, the other people in the comments is going to say, "Wait, don't you have a hotline for this?" I know. Thank you. I know. If y'all thinking it, yes, I just realized it just now as Penny Morgan was talking. Yes, I do have a hotline, and I'm gonna be linking that number down in the description below as well. And also it's also on the YouTube channel as well. So I'm gonna link the YouTube channel down below. When you hit it, it's gonna take you over to where you need to go to. So so I'm gonna leave that number. And if I forgot to put it in, sometimes I forgot to put it in. I know people saying, wait, you forgot to put a number in. Okay, I'm gonna say the number. I'm gonna say the number, and I'm gonna make sure I put it in this time. It's 954-947-6852. 954-947-6852. That's the number. So if you're going through tough times, whatever it is, you could call or text, whatever time of day. It could be anything. If I don't get to your message, I will get it to you within the time frame. So because thank you for the people who actually thinking saying, wait, you do have a hotline. So yes, I thank for the people. Thank you for it just jogged my memory just now. So yes, so as we are about to close, I'm going to share something real quick, and then we're gonna like end the interview. So, is there any last thing you want to say, Penny Mugger, before I
Yeah,
close
I
out?
just wanna I just I just want to um leave you with this, right?
Hmm.
I'm old, right? And my husband older than me right now because today's his birthday, right? So acquire experiences instead of things. And let me explain what that means. That's powerful, right?
Yeah, that's powerful.
Acquire experiences instead of things, because
Mm,
things can a car can deteriorate. It can you get into a car accident, the wheel could fall off. Then you need the brakes and then the bumper and the this and the that and the control arms and and you can watch a car, a beautiful $35,000 car, literally, hey thinker, disintegrate in front of your eye. But the human is going and going 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Do you how old are you now? 70?
mm.
You heard him? He
I
said
heard
today he's
that.
70. Today's his birthday. He said today he's
That's
75.
it.
But anyway, so creating a simpler life makes you weigh your values.
Mm,
Things can be wonderful, but they break,
mm,
wear out, and clutter your home. Clutter your home. Some of you have so many stuff, so many things in your house that need it's clutter. Get rid of it.
mm.
5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. It's outdated. It doesn't work.
Mm,
Get rid of it. You're
mm.
not gonna, if God forbid anything happens to you, they're not gonna bury you with it. So get rid of it.
True.
Life is precious and warming. So
Mm,
valuable. So value life and feed your spirit by putting material things second. A lot of
mm,
people, and I see on social media, put watches first,
mm,
put cars first, put money first, and they sell their
mm,
soul. So once you sell your soul, you have nothing left. It's hollow, it's
mm,
empty.
mm,
So, and then you start repelling people all around you because you feel empty. You have nothing to give. You've given everything. So you have to be careful with that because you know what they say: money is the root of all evil.
mm. Yeah.
So invest in life experiences such as education
Mm,
and self improvement, time with loved ones, and creating precious memories. Nobody talks about memories anymore.
mm,
When you want some fun, seek adventure and experience life. Check out a museum, visit an art gallery, or attend a special community program. Invest in education or travel that broadens your perspective. When you want to celebrate a special occasion with a loved one, share a fun activity together. Doesn't mean you have to go out there and spend millions and millions of dollars. Not at all. Just watching a
mm,
simple movie or a TV show, whatever you want to do. Plan your next vacation around enjoying an adventure in an exciting new location instead of merely lodging by the pool or shopping in common areas, which
mm.
means explore other areas.
Right.
We live in Florida, but do we have to just stay in Lauderdale? Do we have to just stay in North Lauderdale? Do we have to stay in Coral Springs? No.
Mm,
Florida is huge. You can go to I don't know, Key West. You can go to Miami. You can this Florida is humongous.
mm,
So explore other avenues, beaches, whatever it is that you want. Lord, let me know my end and what it is the measure of my days. Let me know how fleeting my life is. Psalms 39. Acquire.
Mm,
That's the message. Acquire experiences instead of things. I'm done. That's it.
mm, mm.
That's my message for today.
Y'all
Don't
heard
sell
it.
your soul for money, because once the money is done, then what do you have left?
Mm. That is so funny because that was, to be honest with you guys, I was just about to say that, but I say, you know what? She has spoken. She has spoken. That is so funny that she mentioned that. So yeah. So she has spoken. So anyway, guys, so thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to my guests. And thank you for, so if you have any questions, anything, drop in the comments below. And also if you need any assistance in anything, y'all know where to find me. Yeah, and I'm gonna wrap up because I'm getting my click is clicking right now. So yeah. So all right, guys. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
watching
Have a
the
good
Baphomet.
night. And
Yeah,
don't
and
forget
a
my
good night.
book,
Yeah,
1974 Survivor Story. My book is on Amazon. It's a
yeah,
bestseller. Go get my book,
yeah,
1974 A Survivor Story.
yeah. All right, guys. Gotta go because
All right.
I'm my time I just went up. All right, guys. Peace. God bless.